Julie's 60 plus 10 birthday toast and roast. It's a 5 to 7 minute speech.
No, 6 to 8.
Like I said, it's a 6 to 8 minute speech. Know your sense of humor. Jim Land.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We're here to celebrate Julie's 60 plus 10 birthday. And yes, believe it or not, I'm retired, but I can do the math. That is 70. These past few weeks, I've been reminiscing about our life together, laughing at all the ridiculous, wonderful moments, realizing what an incredible ride it's been. So I want to share a few of these moments. So tonight, part toast, part roast. Here goes. It all began at an Asian singles event in San Jose. Back when there were no cell phones, no internet, I was up at UC Berkeley doing my math research. In San Diego, it was hard to meet Asian singles. But in the Bay Area, they actually had Asian singles clubs. Julie showed up with another guy. She'd worked as a waitress in Yosemite. She thought she'd never meet an Asian guy who liked hiking. But I'd just come back from a backpacking trip. When she discovered that, the sparks began to fly. I needed to find someone used to abstract thinking, since after working for a full day, I'd come out totally spaced out. But Julie worked at Intel. She was used to being around tech nerds, so that wasn't a problem. We soon discovered we had a lot in common. We were both risk takers. We were both the only Asians in our mostly white schools. Her parents were in the Japanese internment camps. I had just taught the first Asian American Studies class at UCSD about the internment. What were the odds? Could she be the one? She was a Sagittarius. I was a Libra. According to Linda Goodman's love signs, the combination of Libra man and Sagittarius woman is so powerful, they can almost read each other's minds. Life together will be one big game full of adventure, surprises. Julie told me early on, I'll only date you if you want a family. Her dream, a cozy home like a bed and breakfast, a station wagon full of kids, a life full of laughter, adventure. In 1990, we got married. Back then, I was living in a tiny beach cottage. Great location, 5 minutes to UCSD, but way too small for a family. Problem, I was a professor, not exactly a high-paying job. Solution, borrow from my 401k, take a 3-month sabbatical, do all the finish work by ourselves. We watched the TV show Home Time from KPBS, where Dean and JoJo showed you how to lay tile, lay wood floor, install bricks, install windows, paint, and do demolition work. I bought a Toyota truck just like Steve Sato's. I spent so much time at Home Depot, the cashier knew my name, which aisle I was going to, and probably my blood type. For 3 months, we'd wake up at dawn, eat a huge pot of oatmeal, work from dawn to dusk. What you see here is the end product. It's full of flaws, but they are our flaws, and this is our cozy home. Along the way, Julie got pregnant. And one night, we're watching LA Law. How many of you watched LA Law? All right, okay. Well, there's this steamy scene in LA Law where divorce attorney Arnie Becker legal secretary Roxanne Melman fall through the ceiling, their lips locked together. Right then, Julie turns to me and says, "It's time to go to the hospital." After a long labor, Kelly was born. We brought her home. We set her in a baby bouncer on the dining room table, and we both looked at each other and said, "What do we do now?" Then came Christy a few years later. That was the beginning of our second project, building a family. Julie mentioned that a Japanese church had merged with a church in Claremont. We had to check it out. That church would be Pioneer Ocean View. Growing up, my early church experience was we're listening to the pastor tell me, "You have sinned. You have sinned. And you have sinned." I wasn't sure church could ever feel joyful. But through Pioneer Ocean View, we found community. So many of you here are part of that story. In junior high, Kelly got her start at Pioneer Ocean View too, winning a Union Tribune contest to write weekly columns about who would get eliminated from American Idol. Every Sunday at our church lunch, our family, with Reiko Maruyama and Tai Udo, would have a heated argument about who would get eliminated. Kelly once wrote in her column in the Union Tribune, a contestant should be eliminated because she sounded like, quote, a constipated whale. Coming from my background, I never imagined having that kind of discussion at a church. Later, Kelly convinced us to drive to LA to see a live taping. On Freeway 5, we got rear-ended. Smoke was pouring out of the back of our Mazda minivan. I wanted to turn back, but Kelly said, "Keep going! Keep going, Daddy!" And we did. This was the beginning of Kelly learning about American society and pop culture. That later took her all the way to becoming the head of social media at Pixar. Christy's path also intertwined with Pioneer Ocean View. She played piano for Sunday services, filling the church with beautiful music. Later, a bus trip from Davis to the Manzanar internment camp deeply moved her. Christy saw the gardens that Japanese Americans built in Manzanar, understood how Grandpa Harlan and Grandma May were torn from their homes, but could find comfort in the beauty of a Japanese garden. That experience helped shape her career as a landscape architect and artist. Our house is filled with Christy's artwork. Julie, meanwhile, used Pioneer Ocean View to create one adventure after another. She got the whole church to build a community garden. She convinced the men to cook a farm-to-table dinner. She made this all into a game where we would laugh and have an adventure. Julie found her Asian American identity in college by joining Asian American clubs and dancing to Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Bee Gees. So it's only fitting tonight that we're here dancing to that same music. So yes, it all started at an Asian singles event with a big dream of a cozy home, a bed and breakfast, and a station wagon full of kids. It grew into this house full of laughter, games, music, and miracles. Astrologer Linda Goodman was right. Our life together has been a carnival full of wonder, chaos, and joy. So I'm proposing a toast. Please raise your glasses to the love of my life, my partner in crime, Julie Lynn, maker of games, miracles, adventures, and surprises. Happy birthday.